Okay, thought I would start some of the little scenes and just give you a glance at some of the more what I call beachy scene die cut pieces. And then I've got an assortment of grasses. These are some tall ones, and then some of the little short ones. I cut a piece of the beach fence to use, and then I've got some random trees to use on some of the others. Thought I would just show this one. This is a little different version. Instead of it being this kind of background, I do a combination of blues and purples, and then I add clouds to the sky, and then the black silhouette, you know, images to create the scene. And it's just a different version than versus the ones that look like the scene. I kind of like the beachy scenes, but I do a lot of the others as well. So this is kind of what I'm going to do for this particular one. So I played around with a couple of ideas. So let me see if my paint is going to cooperate without me having to, I didn't know if I'd have to stick the needle down in the bottle. And it doesn't take much to get it all glued up. And you'll notice when I'm putting this down, I want the sun to show. So the rest can, you know, be covered. It's no big deal. But I do want the little sun so that when you see the reflections in the water, it just, I don't know, to me kind of enhances the whole look. So we'll get the little water bird or shore bird. I think these little bird images came from, I want to say, either Obsession, Impression, or Memory Box. I'm not sure which, but I've had them for years. That's the same place where the heron birds come from, the same company. So when I first started creating the little beach scenes, I set out looking for water birds, shore birds, anything that I could use for that. And so theirs were just perfect. They were the perfect size and overall look. So here I want to make sure I get this lined up with that bottom edge. And then press it into place good. And then I just take the scissors and snip off anything that's not needed so that it cleans up my edge. And so there's our first trading card. Oh, I think that's stuck in. Wasn't sure if it needed another drop of glue. So let's play with this one here. I kind of liked the idea of one of the little beach chairs. So I'm going to use, I'm going to use a narrower grass so that with the chair taking up a little more space, I didn't want to creep the design up the page quite so much. So get an idea of exactly where my little chair will need to go. And then, and same thing, I think these little beach chairs may have been Obsession, Impression. I'm not sure. I bought them on eBay. I just go and I search for different dyes that I want or need for different looks that I'm trying to create, and so that's what I ended up with. Let's see, I want one more little bird to go. Where we go? Here we go. So he can be a little more in the edge of the water since he's a little smaller. And then we'll, let's see, I'll run the bead of glue here since I want to be able to cut off and leave the excess of this die cut shape for more cards. Just get it even and press into place good. And I do usually have either a wet wipe or a damp paper towel when I do a lot of this stuff in repetition to keep my fingers from becoming so gluey. And so I just love that. So, and each one is going to take on its own unique look. So on this one, I thought I would show a little something different with the beach fence and one of these large heron birds. So I'll be back and show you a few more.